It's been a while since I've done an update on my training, so I figured it's about time that I fill you in on what's been going on. Normally, I make these videos while I'm on the go, while I'm training, but since I'm training for speed a lot now, I can't really take my camera with me, so we'll be doing it like this today. What I've been training for since I ran the Tokyo Marathon is the marathon in Leiden, which will happen on May 12th. The reason I've signed up for this marathon is because I needed the marathon to try and get a Boston qualifying time. On my age group, I have to run under 3 hours and 20 minutes, so I've set my goal for 3 hours and 19 minutes and hopefully qualify for Boston so that I can run it next year. I ran Tokyo in 4 hours and 16 minutes. I ran Chicago, which was my fastest marathon, in 3 hours and 45 minutes. Now I have to do 3 hours and 19 minutes. That is quite a difference. There are some things that I normally do during my marathons that I'm not going to be doing now, though, which are filming. I'm not going to be filming my marathon this time because, yeah, that slows me down quite a bit. Also, because of the filming, I'm doing a lot of zigzagging over the course. So, normally when I run a marathon, it is 44, 45K that I run instead of the 42.2 that I need to be running. So all of that is already gonna cut off some of my time, but still, I need to keep up a much higher pace during the marathon that I normally do. So that's what I've been training for, and I wanted to share today what I've changed in my training to try and achieve this. Now, first of all, I looked at what I need to work on, what I needed to improve in order to run a faster marathon. Now, I'm already a pretty fast runner, and I can easily run a 4 minute per kilometer pace, or even a 3.5 minute per kilometer pace. The thing is that you need to sustain that pace for a longer period. So me being able to run fast is not the problem. I have the right motor skills, the right form to run fast. I can run fast. That is not the problem. The problem is being able to run fast for a longer time. So that's what I need to work on, and that's what I've been training for. So for this marathon, I have some goals and some challenges that I need to overcome in order to reach my desired outcome. First of all, being that I need to be able to run longer without stopping at a faster pace. The other one being that the last couple of marathons I had some cramping in my legs, which will slow me down considerably if that happens again now. The other thing being that I've had knee issues in the past. I've been training for to try and get stronger and get better. In Chicago, my knees weren't a problem. In New York, I felt it a little bit, but it was the cramping in my legs that gave me the problem. In Tokyo, I had knee issues. So I've been trying to get that stronger again, but I've also only been running intervals up till now. Now, the reason for me to still be training with the intervals is that between Tokyo and the Leiden Marathon, there was only 2 months. My knees were hurting in Tokyo, so I had to take some time to recover and get my knees stronger, but also I needed to stay conditioned in running those longer training runs. Now, I feel confident that my knees are stronger, they're feeling better, they're not a problem for my runs now, but again, I'm running intervals. I've been sticking to the intervals for the extra long runs. I've been running 10 to 15K without the intervals, but anything longer than that, I'm doing intervals just in case the longer distance will hurt my knees. I figure if it hurts my knees now during my training run, it's going to be a problem for the marathon. If they start hurting during the marathon, I can see if I can run through it and keep going, and we'll deal with it after the marathon. But yeah, if I'm already in pain before the race, then I might as well not run the marathon. So that's the reason for me to keep training with the intervals and still putting in enough mileage and also enough power during my training runs. So far, I'm feeling confident about my knees. They haven't been an issue on my training runs, even though I've been running longer distances. I've put in a 27K, a 30K. My last run was a half marathon while I was tapering. So yeah, that's the reason for me to have been training just with intervals. Now, the biggest thing to be able to cover that long distance of the marathon at a faster pace is for my legs to be stronger. Also, to cut out a lot of the issues, the cramping. My legs need to be stronger. So I've been doing a lot more strength training, a lot more exercises, even after my runs, in order to make sure that my legs are strong enough that they're not gonna give in during the race, start cramping, whatever. So yeah, that's been the biggest part of my training, my extra strength training. Now the other thing, of course, is being conditioned at a faster pace. I've been doing all my runs at a faster pace. I've kept my same training schedule, doing the 3 runs, a tempo run, a fartlek run, and a long run, all of which I have been doing at a faster pace. Now, of course, a tempo run is always at a faster pace, but I've been doing a faster pace than I normally would. Also, the fartlek runs, even the recovery time, I've been doing at a faster pace than I would normally run, which makes it for a very different run, but still, yeah, a very enjoyable fartlek run. I love these runs. And even the long run, even though I've been doing interval runs, you hear people saying a lot, run slower to run fast. I've been doing these runs at a faster pace. Just to see if I could sustain that pace, even though I'm doing intervals. I wanted to make sure that I was getting used to a faster pace. The last couple of weeks, I've been doing a 4-minute 30, 4:35 per kilometer pace, and yeah, that seems to be a good pace for me now. Of course, that's for a shorter distance than the marathon, so we're going to have to see how that works out in the long run. Another thing that I've incorporated in my training is skipping rope before going out on my training runs. Now, it's been a great addition to my training, and I think it's actually helping me a lot. Studies have shown that it can really help runners get faster. Studies say that on average, it can make you 3.6% faster. So, yeah. On a marathon, that's quite a bit, 3.6%. Now there's another 2% that you can get faster, they say, and that is by wearing super shoes. And I normally don't wear super shoes for my marathons because I'm not that worried about the time. But yeah, this time I am. So I'll be wearing super shoes, and hopefully that'll help me at least those 2%. I've been watching my food intake quite a bit. I already do this when I'm training for a marathon, but now even more so. I cut out sugars as much as possible, make sure that I get the right nutrients, also my protein intake. I'm taking supplements. Something that I added now was magnesium. Magnesium seems to help against cramping, so I'm taking magnesium supplements twice a day. Hopefully that helps out, and I won't cramp up during the race. Also, I'm watching my food intake because I want to lose some weight. Not that I need to lose a lot of weight, but my goal was to lose about 3 kilos. I'm not sure if I have. I think I have, but yeah, my scale broke, so I can't really tell. But I think I'm doing well in that department. Any weight that you carry is going to slow you down, so every little bit helps. Now for during the race, I have some electrolytes, some chewables that I'll be using. I haven't tested them out that much yet, so I'm hoping to do that on my next couple of runs. But they say that can really help with the cramping and also with fatigue. So yeah, that's something that is new for me because I've never used extra chewable electrolyte tablets, sodium tablets, or anything like that. So yeah, we'll see how that helps out. I've changed my breathing a little bit while I'm running. Now, while you're running, your muscles need oxygen. So your blood is trying to get oxygen to your muscles as fast as possible. And I'm trying to breathe in deeper and a little bit faster than normal. And it seems to help me remain at that faster pace. I can get more oxygen in. And when I'm noticing that I'm slowing down a little bit, I notice if I pay more attention to my breathing, I can keep that higher pace up. So for me, it seems to help if I pay more attention to my breathing. Uh, of course, this is something that works different for everybody, I guess. So yeah, if that's something that you think could help you, try and experiment with that and see if the way you breathe can actually help you remain a different or faster pace. I switched from an Apple Watch to a Garmin, and that is going to make a difference in my running as well. I've been running at pace. Normally, I just run how I feel like I need to run, what is a comfortable pace. Now I can actually tell what pace I'm running and keep that pace and try and stick to that pace, or know when I need to pick it up a little bit. I'll also be wearing my headphones, which I normally don't do during a marathon. I'm not going to have music on, but I'm going to have notifications to let me know what pace I'm running at, if I need to pick it up or if I'm going too fast. So I think that's going to help me quite a bit. In order to run the marathon in 3 hours and 19 minutes, I need to run a steady pace of 4 minutes and 43 seconds per kilometer. Now, this is kind of a comfortable pace for me now. It's still a fast pace, but I've been training at a slightly faster pace than that. So 4:43 is a comfortable pace, but yeah, for a shorter distance. So I don't know how that's going to work out for the entire marathon if I can keep up that pace. I'm not sure about what strategy I'm going to use, if I'm going to try and keep just the same pace for the entire race, or start off a little faster and then build up kind of a buffer in case I slow down a little bit for the last part of the race, or if yeah, I cramp up and I need a little bit of a break. If I run a 10K at that 4.5 minute pace, I'll run a 10K in 45 minutes. Then I can run at 4 minutes and 48 seconds per kilometer for the rest of the race. If I keep up that pace, the 4.5 minute pace for a half marathon, then I run the half marathon in 1 hour and 35 minutes. I can run the rest of the race at a pace of 4 minutes and 56 seconds, which is a very comfortable pace for me. That's like a comfortable training pace. So yeah, I'm not sure how it's going to work out if I don't run the intervals. So I'm actually just going to have to see how that goes on race day, I guess. So I think my preference is going to go to try and stick to a faster pace at the beginning, and then yeah, build up that buffer so that I can take it a little bit easier for the rest of the race, as opposed to trying to keep that same pace up for the entire race, just in case if my knee starts hurting or my legs start cramping, then I won't be able to keep that pace up. If I have a little bit of a buffer, then yeah, I still might get there on time. So yeah, there are two sides of the coin there, but I'm thinking that for me at this moment, the better choice would be to start off a little bit faster and just have that little bit of a buffer at the end, which quite honestly, I think I'm gonna need. So yeah. Now, of course, I'm still gonna take advantage of all the other things that I have: my compression clothing, my BQ shots, my Martin gel during the race, everything that I have been doing. So I have a lot of things that I can utilize to help me during that marathon. Honestly, I feel very confident. I feel strong. I feel that the training that I've done for the last almost 2 months have really made me a lot stronger, a lot faster, made me a better runner. So I feel confident that I can get to that finish line. Still, it's a marathon. It's a long race. Anything can happen. I can cramp up. My legs can give in. My energy can just be too low that day. My knees can start hurting. So there are a lot of things that can happen. But right now, I feel very happy with the training that I've done, even though it was only a very short period to get from Tokyo to now. So I'm getting excited. I'm getting close to the race. I'm tapering, doing these shorter runs, and yeah, getting ready for that marathon and hopefully qualify to run Boston next year. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss videos like these and see how I do in the marathon. I won't be filming the marathon, but I will make a video about how it was. So make sure that you don't miss that and get out there and run.